Okay, we are back and we are working on lesson 2. We have 4 chapters in lesson 2: Oregon Code, safety, environmental issues, and the building envelope. Oregon Code. In 1973, Oregon created a system of codes for construction at the state level with the purpose of guaranteeing consistency in the quality of the workforce and the safety of construction. The governments of cities and counties are responsible for issuing permits and inspecting work sites to enforce these codes. Our chapter topics: Building Codes Division, Specialty Codes, Permits, Inspections, Stop Work Orders, and Specialty Licenses. The Oregon Building Codes Division, yet another department of Oregon State. The Building Codes Division of the Department of Consumer and Business Services, along with advisory boards and code committees, develops and updates state building codes in Oregon, interprets the codes, and issues licenses to people and companies that perform certain activities like plumbing and electrical. That's the Oregon Building Codes Division. They want to talk about specialty codes. Several specialty codes make up the state building codes. These codes include the structural, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and other construction components being parts. Most codes are available at no cost on the Building Codes Division website. You can look them up and find out which codes are applicable to your projects. They are read-only, so you can't download them, but you can study them on the Building Codes Division website. Typically, construction officials and inspectors in each local jurisdiction monitor the compliance with the codes. Permits. Permits are required for most new buildings and alterations or additions to existing buildings, including structural permits, plumbing permits, mechanical and electrical works. Many of the local jurisdictions or areas now offer online access to request, pay, and receive building permits. So check online, depending on where you're working, to see whether or not you can get them online so you don't have to make a trip. If a contractor does not get a required permit, the CCB could revoke or suspend the contractor's license or impose a fine. The Building Codes Division could also take action against the contractor. To obtain a permit, apply at the building department that has jurisdiction over where you will perform the construction work. Usually this is a city or county. If you're working in Gresham, go to the city of Gresham. Milwaukee, city of Milwaukee. Unincorporated Clackamas County, go to Clackamas County. You will need to submit information about the project. It might include a plan or a drawing. Those do not have to be professionally done. If you can do them for review. For smaller projects. Now, I said that, and they do have to be done by a professional for entire house projects or substantial remodels when you're moving walls and adding walls. Minor permits are low-cost permits that are used for minor electrical or plumbing installations. Minor permits are very often available online today, so be sure and check for those for electrical outlets and replacing plumbing to the wall, this kind of thing. Inspections. Specific inspections that may be required. The foundation inspection, the concrete underfloor slab inspection, the inspection of the plumbing, the mechanical, the electrical systems, inspection of the structure and the masonry reinforcement, insulation, and vapor barrier. The contractor requests inspections when each of the construction phases is completed. When all the work is completed, the contractor requests a final inspection. The purpose of a final inspection is to assure that no fire, life, safety, or health issues exist and that the structure is code compliant for occupancy. This is the final inspection. There are several ways in which the contractor can help the inspections go smoothly. Have the project ready for inspection. Know the codes and make sure your project complies with these. Place the inspection record card in a waterproof bag and in a visible place. Okay, this is a complaint of inspectors of all kinds. They go out onto a construction site. It's wet and the inspection record card is so wet and blurred they can't even write on it. So please place the inspection record card in a waterproof bag and in a visible place near where the work is that needs to be inspected. And answer the inspector's questions in a professional manner. Let's talk about stop work orders. A stop work order, literally it just says stop work. And then it says it's issued by a building official and it requires the work listed in the order to be stopped immediately. They're not going to close down an entire construction site, but they will list certain work that needs to be stopped. And if your work is listed on the stop work order, stop working. What are the main reasons why a construction official issues an order to stop work? Well, the project doesn't have a valid permit. The inspector was not informed about violation notices. The work does not comply with codes. Specialty trade licensing. In addition to requiring a license from the CCB, certain special trades must also obtain a license issued by the Building Codes Division. These trades include plumbers, electricians, people who work with boilers or pressure vessels, and installers of elevators and manufactured homes. They are required to be double licensed. They have to get their CCB license and a license from the Building Code Division in their trade.